What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, many things that has happened to our community when it comes down to education is the result of sabotage. And it's been done many ways, including using laws and policies. So I'm going to let Chat GPT explain exactly how the sabotaging was done. We're not stupid people. We never have been stupid people. But if you deprive a community of an education, a good education, then yeah, the results are going to be exactly what you see. But we didn't get this way by ourselves. We had a lot of help, not only from our adversaries, but also from this government. This government played a huge role in sabotaging the education in the Black community, which is another reason that reparations are in order. Let's get into this story.
The sabotage of the education system in Black communities in the U.S. wasn't the work of one person. It was the result of deliberate policies, systemic racism, and institutional neglect by multiple actors over generations. Here's a breakdown of who and what sabotaged Black education, historically and in modern times. First, post-slavery era, denial of literacy. After the Civil War, newly freed Black people desperately sought education, but Southern states passed Black codes restricting access to schools. White mobs burned Black schools and attacked teachers during Reconstruction. The government did not enforce equal funding despite constitutional amendments. Who's responsible? White supremacist groups, state governments, and local school boards that refused to fund Black schools. 2. Jim Crow education. From the late 1800s to mid-1900s, Black children were forced into segregated schools with outdated books, no transportation, and crumbling buildings, vocational-only education, not college prep, underfunded systems, even though Black families still paid taxes. Who's responsible? Southern politicians, local school boards, and the federal government that failed to intervene. 3. Redlining and school funding. In the North and West, schools weren't legally segregated, but they were racially divided through housing discrimination. Redlining denied Black families access to good neighborhoods. Since school funding is tied to property taxes, Black schools stayed underfunded. White flight drained resources from urban school districts. Who's responsible? Banks, real estate agents, federal housing agencies, FHA, and lawmakers who maintain the property tax system. 4. Failure to enforce Brown v. Board of Education. The 1954 Brown v. Board of Education ruling outlawed segregation, but many schools remained segregated de facto, not de jure. Buzzing policies were blocked. Federal and state governments often refused to enforce integration orders. Who's responsible? State governments, resistant school districts, and even presidents who were slow to act. 5. Modern-day disinvestment and criminalization. Today, the sabotage continues through school closures in Black neighborhoods, high suspension rates for Black students, even in preschool, underfunded public schools, while funds go to charter or private options, school to prison pipeline, where police are placed in schools instead of counselors. Who's responsible? Local and state education departments, policymakers who cut budgets, and anyone defending inequality in school funding or discipline. Final truth: the U.S. education system was never designed to uplift Black communities. It was designed to control, limit, and segregate. But despite that, Black students, families, and educators have always resisted and demanded justice.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the sabotage was on every level, from the school all the way up to the highest office in the government. They all fully participate, and they still do. They still fully participate in keeping us down and sabotaged. And it just goes to show you, if we were really the way they claim, why would you have to sabotage low IQ people? Wouldn't we already be incapable of doing many things, you know? And don't ever believe them when they try to tell you they can do things that you can't do. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. Don't you ever believe that. And being that everybody, from your teacher all the way up to the president, fully participated in this, there is more justification for reparations. We have never been so intimidated by another group that we tried to sabotage them. You notice that? But everybody outside of ourselves have gone above and beyond to try to sabotage us. Not only have they tried to sabotage us, they try to lie on us. And y'all keep those cameras in your hand and keep filming every chance you get. That way, they can't go into a court of law or go anywhere and try to lie, you know? And we have virtually taken that away. And if you see any injustices going on in the schools, you film that too. You film that too. They are being crushed by that, you know, because, before it was their word over ours, but now it's not like that anymore. It's not. We are now gaining a lot of leverage in that way. And one of the ways we can gain leverage is educating our children. And even if you're in a position where you have to work, your kids go to school, when they come home from school, you can do all kinds of things to educate your kids and talk about many of the things that they refuse to talk about in these schools. And see, them trying to take our history out of everything, that's just more sabotage, y'all. That's more sabotage. So not only are these school districts doing that, your president in the highest office, he wants white history to be the only thing spoken in America, and he's trying to quash our history. He wants it gone. So you thought it was unrealistic before, the way these people think? Well, it's about to get real crazy up in here. And in all honesty, when they get to the point where all they want to talk about is white history and nothing else, that's the time you need to get your kids out of school. You don't need their education. You never needed their education. We could probably do a better job educating our kids anyway. What are they going to teach your kids that's going to be better than what you can teach? Not a damn thing. Nothing. So, y'all, please tell me what you think of the answer that came from Chat GPT in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.